Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Disco Elysium. This is Incremental RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today as we talk to Egghead.
The young man with the tape recorder acknowledges your return. When he looks at you, he squints as though you were the setting sun.
This is hardcore.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
Alright.
Here comes the night.
Yeah, this is a puzzle,
Back to the heavyweight jam.
says the young man with the tape player in the large boiadeiro boots. Lung-shaped trees sprout on his silver belt buckle. Lung-shaped trees. I think I know what those are. Although, I think I know what those are.
Hardcore!
I'm gonna say nothing.
Hardcore!
But is it? I mean, really?
Yeah!
This young man adds a capital G before the H in his yeaaaaaahs and ahs. This produces a guttural Gotwaldian accent and makes him sound more animal, more in it.
Yeg!
The Y to the E to the A 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 to the G to the H to the exclamation mark. Yeah!
He missed one A.
What? You missed an A there. I yelled mine with 6 A's, so you have to yell it with 6 too.
I'm the hard rhymer, the track attacker, the mic enforcer, the sixth checker. I am the law.
He's talking about me,
We're close.
says the young man with the tape player in large boiadeiro boots.
True, hard, full, car.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Hardcore!
Still say nothing.
Hardcore to the mega.
And I'm gonna say nothing.
Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the Whirling in Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeaaaaaah, the place to be.
Yeaaaaaah. You said that before. Why is this Yeaaaaaah the place to be? What does it mean?
Yeaaaaaah is a hardcore place.
Didn't go too well then.
We're close. True, hard, full, car.
Is it?
It's hardcore.
I don't know what to say to that.
Skibba-dee, skibba-danger. I am the rearranger. Yeah!
He missed one A.
What if I actually do what would be more instinctive to me and not actually berate him for missing an A? You missed an A there, but that's okay. I'm a pretty lenient cop.
It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. We're close.
Yeah?
True, hard, full, car. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah.
He furrows his brow as his very large head traces the sublime invisible movement of the music in the very real air of the stuffy tent.
Hardcore! Ah!
He lets out an agonized roar over the feeblish, obviously not too hardcore beat below. So hardcore!
Is it though?
He stops dead in his tracks, tilting his head to the side. It is!
But is it? I mean, really?
He tilts his head to the side like an owl.
Feels like you should reply with the very pinnacle of idiocy here, so that things get totally transcendent. But you haven't gotten there yet, so you don't know what to say.
That is an Inland Empire success, though. Huh. I was thinking that too.
I am the mic enforcer. I am the chick's checker. Yeah!
That didn't work out.
We're close. True, hard, hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent. All car, all right, yeah!
He furrows his brow.
Hardcore! Ah!
And I'm gonna say it's so hardcore as before.
Is it though?
I was just thinking that a moment ago.
One mind, one spirit. There's no other world. There's no other life.
Please tell me, what exactly are you doing?
Gotta get the people going.
Why?
I'm the party boy. It's my job.
I think I'm also a party boy.
2 on a track. Watch your back. Watch out for the heart attack.
What is a party boy?
Hardcore party 25/7 beyond the winter's orbit style.
I see.
Yeah, request. I want everybody as close to the stage as possible. Hardcore! Ah!
No, but seriously, I'm a little worried it isn't.
The question is, what is the question?
That would have been good if I had asked you a question, but I didn't. Now it's just idiotic.
But there was a question?
Just answer the question.
But there was no question.
Dang it. The question, what is the question?
No, but seriously, I'm a bit worried it isn't.
He frowns and then starts bobbing his head back and forth once more. I think I have just solved the Egghead Puzzle, which revolves around just going through the lines a lot and in a very weird and hard to follow if I'm not commenting on it, and also hard to follow if I'm commenting on it, so I just cut out all the going through the same lines over and over again. But there it is. I'm not sure exactly what that accomplishes. There has to... Yeah, it doesn't actually tell me here. Okay.
The skin on your back is crawling. For a second, you can't even hear the music anymore. There is a Hawthorne Tree on Rue de Saint-Ghislain, right next to the canal. Don't be alarmed. Everything is okay. He isn't actually worried. Everything is still super hardcore. What he probably means is, it could be even more so.
You said you were worried. What do you think is wrong with the music?
There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still in love with the hardcore.
He turns pensive all of a sudden.
Sometimes I just feel like anodic music is in its infancy, you know? For example, take this Arno van Eyck jam I've been pumping for the last months, and will continue pumping for the rest of 51. Isn't something holding it back from being hyper?
He thinks for a moment, then his expression clears.
It's like it's only ultra.
I think it's super hardcore, but you're right. It's not hyper hardcore.
If anything, it sounds a bit proto, like it's not fully formed yet. You might be a moribund alcoholic and a failed cop, but you are pretty certain a thing cannot be both proto and hardcore.
Yeah, it's proto, not hardcore at all.
Wow! Culture cop! I think you might be right. But how could it become hardcore then? I know it in my heart, but cannot think it in my head. If this is not hardcore, how could anything be?
It sounds suspiciously like a question. I thought the question was, what is the question?
No! This is the answer!
I'm gonna try to think if anything could make it hardcore, or the other way.
What?
He looks at you with customary amazement.
Guys, there's something happening in his head.
I'm gonna think even harder.
Oh yeah! He's doing it!
But you're not. This is almost certainly a matter that surpasses the limits of reason.
My imagination fails me.
I know! So does mine!
He laughs and shakes his head.
But there's something else that hasn't failed you.
Wait, I just remembered something. I'm the police.
Uh-huh.
The young man is bursting with anticipation. Actually, it's more likely to hinder us.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't help you with this right now. I need something else, something extra.
Yeah!
He's not even the slightest bit disappointed. I have a physical instrument check over here. 72% is pretty decent, and I probably can increase my physical instrument by wearing some physical instrument pens. Are you a thought reader?
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist.
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Does that mean you're a thought reader?
Don't be a lunatic. Of course he isn't. Jermaine here just yells random things. Odds are, sooner or later one of them will come off as thought reading.
Yeah! Reversion imperative!
Unless you were thinking Reversion imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with eggs yelling. I know what you mean.
But I was thinking Reversion imperative.
That's fucked up, man. Lying like that. And a cop, too.
Let's see, we can tell them to be ultra-liberal. We can tell him, maybe we can tell him to be moralists. Yeah, it's this one. Best not to be a communist. Having extreme views on issues is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh, sure! I can do that!
He nods.
If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
Please don't turn him into a moralist.
I don't even know what to say to that.
That was Andre. No, Andre, I bet you don't. Be a moralist, Egghead. The balance needs your help.
Aye!
Egghead yells. You guess he's a moralist now. Yay! Well, tell me something else, Egghead.
It's time to compromise!
Yeah! He looks at you with an almost impossibly wide, shining grin, looking to see if you approve. Another reason why I thought he might be an Egghead, he might be a moralist is because of the lung-shaped trees that are sprouting out of his belt. Yeah, we're gonna see that soon enough, but yeah, our character doesn't know at the moment any of the symbols, but I do because I played the game before. So yeah, it's time to compromise. Obviously, one shouldn't get too hasty with their decision making.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
Is your real name Jermaine?
Dark Code Hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
And why are there lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
Oh, they are indeed. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's we don't know it yet. We haven't seen it yet in this Let's Play, but so I'm gonna ask, but maybe asking and saying this is the same thing. So l'amour, la compassion, l'autodiscipline, potentially.
Love!
He suddenly yells, and the world seems to stop.
In a woman's lungs! Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid! This strange, damaged feeling grows on, 'cause I've never loved someone like you before!
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipated into your neck. Feels good, like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
A woman's lungs. Yeah, those are the symbols that I knew were there. We're gonna learn about them, so we didn't miss anything by not asking. And besides, my encyclopedia could have said something, but it didn't. All right, goodbye, Egghead.
All right! Here comes the night!
I think solving the puzzle is just having access to those things, to the lines of dialogue there. Either way, I need my physical instrument to be better. And unfortunately, I only have another thing, which is the Men of Helmdal +1, because inspiring musculature, and also the track pants that I am wearing because performance unlimited. Actually, performance dash unlimited.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes, lost in the music. Sensing you, he opens them.
Incremental progress! Yeah!
Yeah, he's a moralist now. Okay, it's a challenging check. We should be able to pass it, but if we don't, we can always increase our physical instrument, or we could take drugs as well. So maybe my body can tell me what Arno van Eyck's gem is missing to make it harder core.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's alone, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every chordate animal.
Needs more bass.
What?
The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody, I'm gonna say. A good melody is what makes the song really stick, so that you can't get it out of your head anymore. And I'm gonna point at my head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
Nowhere. I'm not gonna become some sort of anotic cop too. I've got enough cop types already.
Oh no, please become one. You'll miss out on so much good content otherwise. It's like being the greatest cop on Earth. Please. Please?
The young man smiles at you widely, bright and innocent as the summer sun. All right, okay, I'll look into it. In an official capacity, it's up to the police to make the beats go harder.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Fan 8's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street talker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a Hawthorne Tree on Rue de Saint-Gislain, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
You mentioned this tree before, Shivers. I was actually going there next, but now we're going there right away. Rue de Saint-Gislain. I'm pretty sure it's Gislain. I don't know. I've been there.
Oh, I know this. I can tell you where it is.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge. The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and...
I knew that. I could have said that.
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
It feels cold.
Does it?
He looks around, looking for the cold. I'm gonna shake it off.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
Yells Egghead. I do have a tape with me. Maybe you can use it to improve Van Eyck's jam. Let's not do that, though. I think that tape is a crime evidence thing. All right, goodbye, Eggman. Or Egghead. It's different things. It's kind of funny, because Egghead means, in British slang, I think it means somebody who's like a scientist type. Ooh.
Why does art inspire you so much?
It does, yeah. But what is art?
Excellent question. Art is a diverse range of visual, literary, auditory, and performative creativity. It's an expression of imagination and technical skill. Additionally, it's history, criticism, and pure enjoyment. In short, art is the highest form of human communication, representation, narrative, emotion, and agency intertwined.
Would I fit into the art world? I mean...
Have you looked in the mirror lately? To be honest, you have the exact features of the modern artist, with that wild hair and those clothes. Perhaps you should try to write poetry someday, and critique architecture.
Hold on, is architecture also art?
Of course not. It's autism, box drawing, masturbation with a ruler and a sextant or whatever they use. You should demean and criticize the genteel institution of architecture while extolling the virtues of the pure arts.
Wait, what about music? Is it art?
Only the most experimental kind.
I guess I have been feeling critical lately.
Yes, you seek substance. No vapid representations and reproductions of social mores as made manifest in stuffy biennials. We're talking real living art here. Become the art cop. Half art critic, half cop.
Wait, but don't I have to be 100% cop to get the case finished and all that?
Quit being so indecisive. What are you going for here? Some kind of indecisive and camp aesthetic now? Strike a bold shape here. Go art or go home.
Okay, if 50% art critic is what's needed to free me from rote repetition, so be it.
Exactly. It's not only your duty to only catch the criminals of the street, you must also apprehend criminals of the printing press and the gallery, the trite and derivative artists and writers of the world. Go ahead and provide savage criticisms, art cop. The world is yours to rip to pieces and reassemble.
Will do. I'm not 100% sure where I will find this art, but I will. We also have a thought. We're going to look into that in a little bit. Egghead.
The large-headed youth has closed his eyes.
Incremental progress! Yeah!
What about you, Noid?
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man.
He rummages through his tools.
Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
Yep, you did.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
It's going.
As always, we'll be right here.
For sure, for sure. Let me go outside. Hey, Kim, I'm an art cop. What is this boat over here? Was it there? Was that boat there? Kim, I'm trying to talk to you here. Can I not talk to you? Oh, yeah, you can talk to him when he's in special places.
Yes?
Yeah. I still have to do that logic check. I'm really bad at logic. Let me just talk to a cell over here a little before we go east.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the sea ice. She looks up as you approach.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you going to help us? With the church, I mean.
I can't say. Gotta ask questions first.
Shoot.
A cold wind blows. She breathes on her hands for warmth. Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
She doesn't appear surprised.
This is why I didn't go into the tent.
The lieutenant looks at the ocean, squinting his eyes.
Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it. I even tried not to lie to you.
Indeed, she merely tried to omit the truth instead.
Should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke.
I know. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise. May I ask, what did you tell them?
Oh, that I'm going to decide after I've looked into this church situation?
Oh, right. That's wise.
She nods.
Take your time.
The others told me you went inside the church. What did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not going to believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
She's less prone to blurt it out, crab man, than the others.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay.
She nods.
I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
That's not especially frightening.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent. He stopped right before he got to the floor, then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
The lieutenant nods. His face is stone. And what did this crabman look like?
It was too dark.
She shakes her head.
I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on, she obviously could. She already went into detail.
Come on, quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
The lieutenant raises an eyebrow.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
You were wrong. I do believe you.
Why?
She raises a brow. What would you stand to gain?
Nothing.
She says.
Anyway, what else?
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates?
She blows on her chilled fingers.
I haven't got much to say about them.
What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself.
Me? I'm a silver bird.
Okay, maybe I'll ask later about all this.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
I don't know either, to be honest, Estelle, but at least, well, that is what is going on. And we have to make Van Eyck's charm harder at quarter and get Estelle to talk about her associates. We will do that. And look at that. It's interesting that it maintains the height over there. But then if we exit and open it, it's not the same height anymore. It's the same as the others. It's kind of interesting. Confront the pigs. This is a 22. We have a lot of... This is... many things to do. But no time. No time to do them because we're out of it. Out of the time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG. And this has been Disco Elysium. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video. But above all, thank you so much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.